Alright, we've started the video.
Okay, great.
So, what are we shooting today?
Well, the title of today's video is How to Attract Any Women That You Want. Okay, it's all about doing naturally, without using any tricks or gimmicks or whatever. And I think you're gonna love it.
Really?
Yes.
So, let's see what you got.
Okay. It's funny how my journey in the pickup community and the dating world reminds me of when I first got started in judo. You see, I had always wanted to be like my father, to win all the titles, to have other people's respect, and to be always confident when facing stronger and bigger opponents. But even though I admired my father, I was afraid approaching the gym, and I didn't want to be thrown hard on the mat. Plus, other kids were a lot more advanced than me, and I felt that this was not my place to be. Anyway, I took the plunge and I started my judo training. It was much easier than I thought, and it only took me a couple of weeks to overcome all my fears, to catch up the other kids and even start throwing some of them. Now all I needed for that was my father's support and my enthusiasm. And the best thing is that I have a great lifestyle doing judo right now, and I've met some of my closest friends here, and I really enjoy it. But what's even better is I have a success model that I can easily and immediately implement in almost any area of my life. All I had to do was to overcome my fears at the beginning, and that was actually a lot of fun. Okay. So, welcome to the official How to Attract Any Women That You Want video. Now, I have to tell you before we begin that the title of this video is both appropriate, I think, for the subject that we're discussing right now, and it's a little bit intimidating for me to make the video. And the reason it's intimidating is certainly not because I have any hesitation discussing how to attract any women that you want, but I think that the title of this video could possibly be interpreted as coming from a place of arrogance or whatever. And that certainly is not what I'm trying to accomplish in this video. Actually, the reason I'm making this is because I want to prove to you that becoming good and successful with women is, or really doing anything you want to do, is not only achievable, but it's significantly easier than you might think, and than what you've been led to believe. Especially recently when all the media implies that if you want to be successful with women, you have to be rich, or handsome, or be somebody else. And I think it's easier to get in a negative headspace when it comes to attracting and seducing beautiful women, so I want to show you from what I've learned about getting the type of women that I want, and how I was able to do it personally, okay? So, if I have to answer the question, what is the best way to attract any women that you want right now in your life? Well, my short answer would be to identify some successful men and do what they do. It's called modeling, and I believe it's a term used widely in the developed community. But basically, modeling means finding someone who's getting the result you want to get and do what they do. And on a deeper level, not just mimic their actions, but really find out what drives them and adopt those drivers and adopt those belief systems, okay? So, with that in mind, I want to share with you the most important characteristic, in my opinion, the most important habit or trait, really, that of men who are already successful with the ladies, that you can easily model and adopt as your own. And I think that if you do that, the rest will come naturally. So step one here is vitally important, okay? And here it is. Develop your masculinity. But this is a little bit vague, isn't it? So I'll break it down for you. Here's what it means. First of all, men as a whole, we're more attracted to purposes, to challenges. We're always striving to be the best and to overcome obstacles. So, as a man, one of the most important things you can do right now is to demonstrate a purpose. Okay? Women respond to men who have a purpose in their life. It's been said so many times before that the best way to pick up women is to have something better to do than picking up women, right? It's the reason why, you know, guys like Richard Branson never got problems getting laid. You know? And if you have that overwhelming drive, you will get girls. It's for sure. Women respond to that because women want to be kind of the swirling emotional ocean around the rock, you know? And there's a common mistake guys make. We don't have that purpose in our life, and we let a woman to become the purpose. Never ever let it happen to you. So, demonstrating a purpose. How can you do that? How can you do that practically? Okay, well, you talk about it. You have a passion, you share it. Passion is sort of like the winning combination of getting late. Okay, so have something to do with your life. Have a life purpose, because you know, for example, if you're able to achieve one thing right now in your life without the risk of failure, without worrying about money, what would it be? And start talking about it. You know, yeah, but how does it help with girls? Well, it makes you look more masculine, that's for sure. Which means that it makes you look more attractive to them. You see, if you're able to demonstrate a purpose and that you're passionate about something in your life, without of course showing off or trying to impress the ladies, you will in fact convey that you are a real man, that you are in touch with your masculine essence and you know what you're doing in your life. And deciding exactly what it is you want from your life and being passionate about it is like an aphrodisiac for women. It helps you on so many levels that I cannot even list them all, okay? So, yeah, a man without a purpose is like a man without balls. And that's the first thing. Have a passion and purpose in your life, and you'll be more masculine as a man. But there are actually two more main traits that masculine men have in common. And the first one is leading, be the leader. And leading is really, really important part of this, because women are not by nature aggressive. They're not by nature going to make moves and whatever. They're not by nature decisive and going to make decisions. And you know, for example, you are the person who will make things escalate between you and the girl. You are the person who will make things happen between the two of you. Okay, so you will have to learn how to lead. But don't worry about it. Leading is just a skill, as everything else. And all skills, as I like to say, are learnable. So you will learn that. And the third one, in this context of masculinity, is confidence. A man should be confident in himself. And I'm pretty sure all of you have heard that one before, but what's confidence really? Well, to me, confidence comes down to one sentence. And that sentence is, believe in yourself and your ability to handle situations. And that's what confidence is. But how to build confidence? Well, here is the formula. Confidence equals survival plus fear. You find things you're afraid of, you do them, you survive, and you build confidence. It's as easy as that. So, the more you do something that scares you, the less scary it is every time. It's the same thing as starting a new conversation with a group of people. The first time you do it, it's fucking scary. I mean, it's really, it can shit your mind, but the more you do it, the less scary it is every time, and it becomes easy and fun, and you can do it whatever you want. So, basically, that's the three qualities that you will need to develop in yourself in order to be more masculine as a man and more attractive as a person. So, that's for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed. I personally got a great time making it for you. And here's what I like to do. You will notice on this page, right up here to the left, there's going to be a little open box. And I got something really special for this on the other side. I got my actual report on understanding women. It's called Understanding Women, What Women Really Want. And it's amazing, you're absolutely gonna love it, and you can have it totally free. Just enter your email address, tell me where to send it, and the report is all yours. So, till next time, see you later.